Okay, so we are back. We're going to be playing. Hold on. Sorry, waiting for the other stream to load up. Alright, so I believe we should be back. We're going to be playing more of Slay the Spire here. Let's just send out everything real quick. No content classification here. Alright. Cool. So we should be good, I think. Let's load up the game. Let me back up so I'm not breathing over the mic. Let's see. I'm an idiot and I forgot to open Steam. That's fine too. I really enjoy this game, honestly. Let me also close Discord so like preferably nothing weird pops up. Even though it shouldn't anyway, but you know. Hold on. If I do that, it might double the audio, so let's fix this. It didn't change it for this. Hold on. Because I gotta restart it. Because Slay the Spire is old and it works off a lot of old rules. What the heck? Alright, let's try that again. So what do I need over here? I need you to be over here. And that's pretty much it. That should sound better. Also, let me change the location of everything. So that's not in the way. In theory, about there is correct, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. So we did the Ironclad last time. Good lord, I'm struggling with this thing. We could try the Defect. Or the Watcher, honestly. I heard the Watcher is pretty easy. So maybe we try that. I'm a little nervous. A blind ascetic who has come to evaluate the Spire, Master of the Divine Stances. Pure water at the start of each turn. Add a miracle into your hand. Well, I guess I do like being a miracle worker. That's good. Yeah, I think this is good. It's a good startup. Should also flip my camera for you all. I forgot about that. last time, I think. Just so that it doesn't look as awkward. Let's see here. Um, sorry, just looking for a particular thing. Transform, yeah. And, there you go. That should work. Cool. I think that's everything. Greetings. Okay. At least confront the first boss. Thank you. Alright, I will try. Just give me max HP plus 7, please. Let's see, how many elites? There's one elite this way. I think every route has like one elite. Am I wrong? Every route has one elite. So I guess we might as well start here. I have no idea what to expect from this, by the way. Never played this character. Deal 9 damage, enter Wrath. Enter Wrath. Retain, gain energy. Exhaust. Retain cards are not discarded at the end of turn. What? Gain energy? But then removed until end of Am I crazy? It also, I know the music might be a little bit loud. It's a little mild for me too. Let's see. So retained cards are not discarded at the end of turn. Yeah, I think our faces. That's fine. Gain 8 block, enter calm. Upon exiting the stance, gain 2 energy. What? Gain 5 block. That's simple enough. Enter Wrath. In this stance, you deal and receive double attack damage. Oh. Seems extremely good. We could strike twice, which might actually just be better. Let's try that. I don't understand. Retain cards are not discarded at the end of your turn. Oh, so it won't... Okay, I get it. It won't discard at the end of our turn. But if we use it, we gain energy, and it exhausts itself until the end of combat. Understood. Okay, so maybe we use this now then? And then do Eruption? It's a little concerning that we take double damage. They said this one's easier, but I find this to be quite difficult. Not gonna lie. It's kind of complicated to understand at first, I think. Deal 7 damage, Scry. Deal 7 damage, Scry 2, draw 1 card. Look at the top X cards of your draw pile. You may discard any of them. Interesting. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 1 weak to all enemies. That's interesting. Halt 0. Gain 3 block. If you are in Wrath, gain 9 additional block. That sounds pretty good. Maybe we'll take Halt. See how that goes. Let's see. Let's go to question mark, I guess. I don't mind losing 6 max HP because we gain 7. Honestly, feels great. So we need to take this thing out, huh? Can we do that all in one turn? Let's see. So I think we can, yeah. We just get there. And that's it. Let's see. So enemies should be dropping more gold for us. Deal 9 damage into Wrath. So we have extra enemies? Extra energy as well. So let's Eruption and attack this thing. 16 damage is crazy, so let's avoid that happening. Gain 7 block, exit your stance. Deal 12 damage to all enemies and end your turn. Seems pretty good. At least in like large environments, deal 4 damage when you change stances. Turn this from the discard pile into your hand. Huh. I guess we want Conclude. So there's an elite this way. So I guess there's 2. Let's do that then. Let's see. Ooh. You fall into a puddle that's made of slime goop. Frantically, you claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You can feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back to the puddle, you see your missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. So we could lose 24 gold or gain 75 gold and lose some HP. I kind of like the idea of losing a little bit of HP and gaining a lot of gold. Feeling the sting of the goop as prolonged exposure starts to melt away at your skin, you've managed to fish out the gold. Okay. Scary, but fine, I guess. We meet again. A cheery, disheveled fellow approaches you gleefully. You do not know this man. It's me, Ranwood. Have any goods for me today? The usual. A fellow like me can't make it alone, you know. Huh. I am suspiciously and consider your options. So we could give him gold and obtain a relic. We could also lose Conclude and obtain a relic. I don't really want to lose Conclude. I also don't really want to attack him either, I don't think. Maybe we just lose the gold? Let's see, Regal Pillow, whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. That's not so bad, okay. Magnificent, this will be quite handy if I run into those mask-wearing hoodlums again. He rummages around his various pockets. Here, look what I got for you to take. Take it, take it. Okay, cool. Alright. So, a little dangerous. Let's see. 5, 5, 5. have 6 attack damage. We can't enter Raft, so that's not helpful to us. Instead, I think we just smack him and then block the rest of this. Dazed is really bad for this character, by the way. Conclude is great here. We have no way of dealing, of blocking here, by the way. So we can deal 9 damage. Enter Wrath. That forces you to do 12. So 9, 12. Doesn't quite do it. That's 21. If we use this, we gain energy. But that's only 30. If we use this, I think this is 24. But that also means taking 18 damage. So 24 plus 9 is 33. I feel like Wrath is not really worth it for us here. In this particular circumstance, let's think. 18 plus 12 is 28, 30. I mean, either way, we are going to take a bunch of damage because we just literally have no block. So let's not make it more, I guess. We should attack the one that has less health, by the way. Okay, a little scary. Gain 8 block, enter calm. So all we can really do here is block. So let's do that. It's going to add a lot of days to our discard pile, as we know. Alright, so 12 damage. Finishes you off. I'd love to get you down. What is that? 12? That's only 24, so we're not going to be able to do that. But we can get rid of you. So let's do that instead. We're still taking 9 damage here. It's pretty bad. I think here we just like eruption. Deal 12 damage. Got 27 gold, that's beautiful. Bag of marbles. Start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Okay, not the best relic, but it's something. Swift potion. Draw 3 cards, add a card to our deck. Deal 9 damage, exit our stance, gain 4 block, add a safety into your hand. Add a safety into your hand. Until next turn, prevents damage. Oh, gain 12 block, exhaust, and retain. Yeah, I actually kind of like this, I think. Unfortunately, I think we should definitely heal. Perfect. Okay. I don't think you guys mind me being right on top of the map, right? Right on top of the legend. Real question is, do you mind this thing being on top of the seed? Because I know that that might bother some people. So maybe we should change that. Put that just like right there-ish. Bring this up just a little bit. All right. I think that should be fine for you. So we want to get out a lot of damage this turn because he's vulnerable, I guess. So let's go ahead, do 27 damage. We don't need to block. So he does have rage. Keep that in mind. Basically, a lot of our abilities are skills. I think we just avoid using skills if possible. Do 6 damage, do 12 damage. That's all we can really do. I guess I could have drawn more cards. But, like, is that really what we're trying to do here? Oh, this is rough. I don't think we want to... I'm almost just tempted to take, like... 9 damage. 21 damage, right? I don't know. Let's draw some cards. See what we get. Well, we got strike. So 9 plus 12. Is 21. Plus the extra is 33. Oh, but we have conclude, so maybe that might help. So 9, then 12, which is 21. And then conclude, which is 24, should just finish you, I think. Which seems crazy, but... is just crazy enough to work, I think. That's crazy damage. Orichalcum, if you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. Sounds great to me. Skill potion, add a card. Gain 7 block, scry 3. Third Eye is interesting to me, I guess. Put a miracle into your hand at the start of your next X turns. Miracle Plus, in fact, into your hand at the start of your next X turns. Exhaust. Okay. That's... interesting. If you are in Wrath, apply 3 vulnerable to all enemies, otherwise enter Wrath. Okay. I think Third Eye is probably the best of all these. Let's open a chest. Toy Ornithopter. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5 HP. Okay. Do we go to our shop? I guess so. Let's go this way. Easy. Empty mind, huh? If you are in calm, draw 3 cards, otherwise enter calm. The end of your turn, if you are in calm, gain 5 block. So I guess it's like, do we want to be calm or wrath based? Or nothing based? I think we like empty mind because it at least gets us out of wrath. Okay, I think we like the deceive reality here. We're not currently in a stance, so let's just attack. Alright, so far so good with this. I'd prefer to do more damage this turn. Maybe we enter Vigilance instead? I mean, Third Eye would be interesting. So we'll gain energy when we exit the stance. So I guess we Eruption. Which refuels us to full. Then we strike. And then we can just conclude. And that should win us that fight. Distilled Chaos, play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. That's interesting. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand and retain it. Enter calm. End your turn. Okay. Deal 4 damage whenever you scry. Return this from the discard pile to your hand. We do have scry. Apply 8 mark. All enemies lose HP equal to their mark. What? I don't even want to wrap my head around that yet, so let's just do this. Let's take the question mark, I think. Because I think I want to go to the shop. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 15 HP. Oh, absolutely. What did that upgrade? Our block got upgraded. And Eruption got upgraded. Deal 9 damage, enter Wrath. Was this not already doing 9 damage? Am I crazy? Let's go to the shop. So we can remove a card if we want to. Starting each combat with dexterity isn't too bad. I think panic button is a problem. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile. It costs 0 this combat. Not what we really want here. Deva form at the start of your turn. Gain energy. And increase this gain by 1. So that's interesting. Gain 6 blocks, shuffle an insight into your deck. Draw 2 cards, retain, exhaust. I mean, insight is good. The enemy has 30 or less HP, set their HP to 0. What? That's just insane. At least at the beginning, right? I don't know how much it helps us in the long run, but... Sands of Time, retain, deal 20 damage. When retained, lower its cost by 1 this combat. I think both of these are good. Deal 9 damage, gain block equal to unblocked damage dealt. That's also pretty good. I think I like all of these things. But especially you. And you. Cool. So we'd love to draw conclude here. What in the heck is this? Huh. Let's block. Let's play the top 3 cards of our draw pile. Let's take a ton of damage because we accidentally drew the wrong card, I guess. Let's Eruption. Oh, did it lower its energy cost? Maybe that's what it did. Now that we're erupted, Windmill Strike deals 7 damage when retained, increases damage by 4 this combat is insane. Empty Mind is also just great for us. Let's gain Windmill Strike, I think. So we haven't been able to upgrade a whole lot, but we upgraded 2 cards at the beginning of this, so I think it's safe to rest. This thing is the worst. So we're not currently in a stance. I don't know if it works if we're not in a stance. Let's find out. It does. Okay. So we can erupt. Then strike. We can also conclude if we want. Or we can enter calm. I like this. So we're taking 18 damage. We should be afraid of this. Let's play halt since we're in Wrath. Go ahead and defend. It's 20. Maybe I should have done this. Because exiting calm also reduces the amount of damage this thing does. I like the idea of windmill striking this thing, but also maybe we just strike. No, let's do this. I think the 1 damage is fine. Probably overthinking a bit. Oh boy, okay. This thing is dealing 32 damage. Nothing allows us to exit our stance. Maybe we third eye? I mean, like, that's not super helpful. Let's just block what we can. It's still a lot. We're taking 16 here. So not ideal. 10 times 4 is crazy though. I would love to exit this stance. Let's play the hold up a minute. We don't have any cards that draw cards currently, which kind of sucks. Do we like exit mind? Inner peace, maybe? Let's play Empty Mind. We could play Sands of Time here. Do we really want to do that? Let's play Empty Mind first. Okay, 5 times 4 is reasonable. I think I'm cool with that. Let's gain a bunch of energy here. Enter into Eruption. Go ahead and use Sands of Time. Let's see. 24 versus 22. Let's just go ahead and use both our strikes to deal a little bit more damage. Cool. And, not half bad. So 30 damage plus that is 54. Not really ideal. We could scry for next turn, which I think I like a little bit more. What do we not want? I don't think we want that. I don't think we want Halt either. Okay, I totally didn't realize we were erupted. Let's play Vigilance. Okay, 8x2 is better. Guess we want that. Okay. Let's exit our stance to gain a bunch of energy. He is dealing 20 damage to us. So let's play safety. Sands of Time. Windmill Strike, I guess. I guess we strike, conclude. We have empty mind too. I don't know if we can really get anything good out of that though right now. Not gonna deal a lot of damage here, but this is fine, I think. So it's almost enough damage for judgment. Let's do this to enter calm. Excuse me, I didn't see end your turn in there, but okay. Technically, if we went into Eruption, we could have ended this early, but I think we're still fine. Not optimal. Hit him with a Judgment for clout. Got the block. Take an extra turn after this one, end your turn. I mean, it's good if we can get more energy. Draw cards until your hand is full, though. I think we choose Scroll. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. Seems like a huge limitation on us. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer obtain potions. Well, potions heal us, so I don't think that that's great. Gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. It's pretty rough. This is rough, man. This makes one of our relics useless, but it does give us energy. It also doesn't allow us to use potions. This, on the other hand, gain energy at the start of our turn, and we can't play more than 6 cards. I feel like we could play more than 6 cards. But strength is like... I actually feel like all of these relics, none of these relics are things that we want. I think we skip this. As weird as it sounds, even though it does give us energy, I think the right choice is to skip. We can go to the right. I think that has the most elites. Do I really want to get rid of Windmill right now? A little bit. Gain 8 block and enter calm. I mean, we just judge this thing, I guess. That's actually insane that that works. Deal 4 damage twice. That's not really helpful for us at the moment. Crush joints, deal 8 damage if the last card played this combat was a skill, apply 1 vulnerable. If anything, I think we want the halt. Do we want to go to shop again? I think so. Taking a lot of damage this turn. So we can Vigilance. Then empty our mind to draw cards and exit our stance to gain energy. We have 2 halts, which are free. We can strike one of you, probably you. Then we can block. Do we want to meditate as well? I think we want to retain Empty Mind. Just seems like a great loop to be in. So we can Empty Mind to gain a lot of energy. So we can judge something. And then I guess we just take 3 damage. Technically, I guess we could also scroll. Nah. I kind of like this better. I think most of this is fine. I don't really want the defend next turn, I'm pretty sure. We could use our block potion here. I don't think we need that, if I'm being so honest. So Eruption here is great. We could just Windmill. We could also Conclude. So I think striking is actually better. So before he can jet out of here, I think we just use Sands of Time. Consecrate's pretty good. It's not as good as our other card. But it also costs 0, so it kind of works with our deck. Sash Whip, deal 8. If the last card played this combat was an attack, apply 1 weak. I think we do Consecrate. Deal 7 damage, heal 2 HP. I mean, I feel like this is always good for us in most cases. Because I just feel like we don't need strikes. But we are also losing a lot of max HP. Which can be kind of a hassle. But it also adds an extra card to our deck. Maybe we just refuse. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Choose and add 5 cards. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand. Well, that's not going to work. Deal 8 damage if the enemy intends to attack, enter Calm. Interesting. Retain, enter Calm. Exhaust. I feel like there's other cards that get us to Calm that are not that. Empty Body. Gain 7 block, exit your stance. At the end of your turn, shuffle an insight into your draw pile. Insight is good. We could have 5 cards, though. So maybe we take this. Orrery? Sanctity seems pretty good. Swivel, gain 8 block. The next attack you play costs 0. We have a pretty good attack card. That costs a lot, so maybe that's good for us. Deal 4 damage whenever you change stances. Return this from the discard pile into your hand. I think we are kind of going for a stance change mechanic. At the end of your turn, if you are in Calm, gain 5 block. Seems pointless. So I guess we take Flurry of Blows. Swivel, gain 11 block, and the next attack you play costs 0. Once again, pretty good. Halt is great too. Talk to hand, deal 5 damage. Whenever you attack the enemy, gain 2. Deal 5 damage. Whenever you attack this enemy, gain 2 block. Oh, I see. Um, I mean, 2 block isn't much. I feel like we take swivel. Let's see. Volt. Take an extra turn after this one. End your turn. I mean, sometimes this could be a saver, honestly. Because if we use it when we don't have good cards in our hand, it allows us to play another turn. We could also take another swivel. Let's take vault. It's fun. Why not? Carve Reality. Deal 6 damage. Add a smite into your hand. Deal 12 damage. It does set us up nicely. Protect, gain 12 block, and retain. That doesn't really do anything for us. Master Reality, whenever a card is created during combat, upgrade it. Carve Reality is probably the best that we have. Okay. Well, there's only one way we can go. Just forward. So far, so good. Don't need to gain block here, unfortunately. None of these allow us to enter calm or anything. So I guess we just empty mind. This still isn't great. Could scroll to gain more. I think we just attack, though, at this point. Yeah, we could save the scroll for later, but we can set up for next turn. I don't need that or that, I don't think. I almost don't even think we need the last one. So... this is a little scary. This is also going to show off like how good swivel is. Because, I mean, we could just do this. If we really want to. I think it's fine. So how much damage are we taking? 12 plus this, but we also have a block potion. I need to gain back some HP, so I think that that's fine. Strength is scary. Alright. Consecrate. Carve Reality. We definitely want to consecrate. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Seems good too. Oh, wait. Oh, we're taking damage. Okay. My bad. My bad. I forgot that conclude ends our turn. unalive this thing. Enter Wrath. Gain 9 block. Use Vigilance to enter Calm. Only take 4 damage. We're also slowly prepping Sands of Time. So Flurry of Blows is great. Everything here only really allows us to enter Calm, though. So I think we Volt. Take an extra turn. Okay, 20 damage. Also works well with Sands of Time, I guess. And Windmill Strike, actually. How are we defending 30 block here? Eight. Seven. We love Empty Mind. Swivel feels fine. Actually, all of this feels fine. I'm cool with this, actually. And then maybe we just defend. It is 10 damage that we're taking, but it's just gonna have to be what it is. So we can swivel into our Windmill Strike. Then Sands of Time, but then taking a whole lot of damage doing that. Unless we empty our mind first. Not bad, not bad. So Flurry of Blows here, and Judgment. Okay. We're still alive. Gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. This just feels bad. Entirely. Although we do have a card that fills in our entire hand. But I wish it exhausted or something. That would be better. Deal 7 damage for each enemy in combat? That's kind of ridiculous. Deal 8 damage if the last card played this combat was an attack. Apply 1 weak. I wish one of these changed our stance, honestly. I guess we want Sash Whip. Let's avoid this elite and rest up. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, so much damage. It's not good. So let's swivel. Then smack. Can we gain? No. There's no way that we get more attack here, which kind of sucks. So I guess we block. We could halt for free as well. We do not use Miracle unless... No. We could have used our potion earlier, but this is still fine, I think. Actually, we're taking 13 damage. This is really bad. It also used our judgment, which also sucks. So let's carve reality. Sash whip. And then I think, unfortunately, we have to deceive reality. And go back into safety. I still don't think it's worth it using our potion yet. This is awful. Wish we had swivel here. Let's scroll. I just need something better than this. Consecrate. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. We can enter calm, but it ends our turn. We can also enter calm this way, but then we have nothing left to play. Wow, this is really bad. We do have Flurry of Blows, which I think is in our discard pile. No, we don't even have Flurry of Blows. Wow. Okay, here's what we do here. Potion. Consecrate for free. Gain 13 block, gain 10 block. At least now we have Sands of Time in our hand. So 15 damage, 3 damage, 1 damage. Honestly, I think we save it for next turn. Smack with this. Take another turn. Okay, we got Judgment. But we don't even need it, really. Smite, Sands of Time. There's also Windmill Strike. We don't have Wrath, unfortunately, and we have no way to enter it, so we halt. We can Third Eye. And I think we Smite. Taking 13 damage. Oh, well, we can play attack cards anyway. Okay. So, Flurry of Blows to get rid of it. Oh, wait. Oh my god. That's so rough. Sands of Time. Safety. I guess we defend. And strike. Kind of sucks that this combat is taking as long as it is, but the benefits that we're getting from it is honestly not bad. Let's swivel. Windmill Strike. Guess we carve Reality to get another smite that we can retain. I feel like it's nice. It allows us to control our deck really well. So we can Vigilance, which allows us to get a Flurry of Blows. Then we can Eruption and attack. Just to do this. Flurry of Blows, Consecrate, and Strike, and then Smite. Just for some dramatic irony. Strawberry, I think, is fine. Halt is interesting. I actually feel like we need more cards that get us into Wrath at this point. Next attack deals 5 additional damage. Pointless. Pulling Bash is still interesting to me. But I think we take Halt. Halt plus. It's upgraded already. Don't really need to do much with it. What does our map look like? There is an elite coming up. It's pretty risky. I think we just heal. I think our cards are actually good enough on their own. Singing Bowl. When adding cards into your deck, you may raise your max HP by 2 instead. Okay. Run's becoming more and more complicated as time goes on. 21 damage is crazy. So, third eye for sure. I don't think we want any of this, actually. We can halt for free. Get as much defense as we can. We're still taking 6 damage. There's no way out of this. So I guess we just strike. He is vulnerable on this first turn, which almost makes me want to use more energy. I guess we hold off. We should hold off for something bigger. We actually benefit from getting through our deck as quickly as possible, which is ironic, but... Scroll. So we're taking 12 damage. We can swivel. Then we can miracle. So let's just get 1 energy back. I don't have any way to really enter that, so I guess we play halt. We can carve reality. And then we can actually sash whip. We could also just conclude. Or even deceive reality, actually. I think sash whip works here. Right? Like, we'd love to have them weakened. Even though it does wear off next turn, which kind of sucks. So swivel. We can Sands of Time. So gain 11 block. Sands of Time. 18 damage, huh? I think I would just take it just to get more damage off. We really don't mind taking the 4 damage here. So painful stabs. Whenever you receive attack damage from this enemy, add a wound into your discard pile. So we are afraid of that. Flurry of Blows to get this into our discard pile. Consecrate because it's free. We can Eruption. We're about to take a lot of damage. I mean, like, obviously, we can do this. Or this. But we end our turn immediately after we play this. Either way, we're taking the damage. So we might as well just hit for a lot. Let's see, what card would we like back? Probably sand... okay, well. That's fine. I was trying to click on Sands of Time. Didn't work. Did not work out that way. Flurry of Blows for free. $24 damage, huh? Maybe we just Volt here. I don't really know if this is better. Consecrate. Carve Reality. Smite. Strike. Halt. Actually, this is worse than if we didn't block. There's got to be a better way to not take damage here. Let's just block for this. $30 damage, huh? Empty Mind seems great here. Okay. So now we can just finish you off. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill into your deck, upgrade it. Okay. Energy Potion. Add a card. Deal 7 damage, scry 2, draw a card. Enter Wrath, exhaust. Well, we do... Okay. So hear me out. This card is bad, but it allows us to get into Wrath. Insight is interesting. Let's give ourselves more draw, I think. I think that just works. Let's consecrate. Let's evaluate. Empty Mind, just to see what else is out there. Okay, Third Eye. Let's get rid of this. We're not in Wrath. I think we want to attack next turn. So let's carve reality. We can sash whip. I don't know what that does to you. I guess it makes it 0.05. It's crazy. Smite. So 10 damage. Do I have any cards that just like allow me to exit a state? Not really. Probably our best option, weirdly, is to do this. Let's draw more cards. Okay, Flurry of Blows is fine. Defend. Halt, because it doesn't really help us with anything else. And I guess we Windmill Strike here. Just so that we're actively doing something. Does mean taking 6 damage. I mean, Swivel Conclude is basically all we can do, so... Does mean taking a little bit more damage. There's just no way we get there. So 11 block means we're taking 16 damage. Literally taking the vault for survivability here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is horrible. Let's vault. Just to get some of that daze out of our deck. We can empty mind, which gives us more energy to play more things. Carve reality. Then smite. Then strike. Then judgment. Okay. Getting kind of scary here. When you draw this card, add 3 miracles to your hand and exhaust. Oh, joy. So I think we just kind of... die here. 10, 3, 7. We're still almost, like, not making it out of this. I think we play the block potion. So let's not forget that we can run from this whenever we want to. Which I think that time is right now. Actually. Let's return our HP. Duplicate a card in our deck. Conclude or judgment would be great. Deus Ex Machina is kind of crazy. Just feel like we need more damage. Consecrate, I think, is fine. Then Sash Whip. We can't really play Judgment. It's actually weird how many halts we have. It's actually kind of crazy that we're not able to do anything on turn 1. Flurry of Blows is great. So let's play this, which allows us to get safety, which allows us to strike. Can't really do any of that though, so I guess it's fine. So we gained a lot of miracles. We don't even need to swivel here. Let's just Eruption into Flurry of Blows, sorry. Then Eruption again. Doesn't really count as a change. Basically just defend because we can. could have swiveled. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make in the end of things. So we can Sands of Time for 40 damage. So swivel, Sands of Time. We can draw 2 cards. And exit our stance, which allows us to flurry blows. And I don't know if we really want to do any of this extra stuff right now. Carve Reality. Smite. Let's use our third eye. We'd love to get Windmill Strike. I think Strike is not great for us. Evaluate's fine. Okay, could have been better. Evaluate to gain an insight. I feel like just defending from all this is so bad. And we have no draw either. This is 17 damage that we're taking. Flurry of Blows is fine. Get to my discard pile. So we only have 10 block. So let's Carve Reality. Then Smite. Then Consecrate. Just to kind of get some things out of our hand. Then Scroll, see if we want to use any of these things. Or can get anything useful from it. I don't really think so. We can swivel into Sands of Time again, but that's not really useful to us here, I don't think. We can meditate, grab back Windmill Strike. If only we had something that got rid of Vulnerable. So we can apply a weak. Then we can Vigilance, which allows us to Flurry of Blows. Play this. Play Eruption. So allows us to gain more energy. Flurry of Blows. Strike again. We could Insight, but I think we wait. Taking 120 damage. It's like really bad. We can lower it down to just 60 damage. If we exit our stance. Is there a better way of doing this? Let's think. Okay. So we have our energy potion. I'm not seeing a way to necessarily attack any way other than Eruption right now. We do eventually want to conclude, but we don't want to conclude while we're in Wrath, that's for sure. I think we play this just like right away, because we're definitely going to have to use it. Might as well Eruption. Let's go ahead and empty Mind to draw cards, get us out of that stance. Kind of sucks that we drew Halt right after that. Okay. But we can Vigilance, which allows us to halt. this may have been a mistake. Okay. Alright, mistakes were made. Probably was a way to survive this turn, but we're not going to. Alright, let's go again. I did like it, but it seemed like we kind of had to play around a lot of things. So we can remove a card from our deck or remove 2 cards from our deck. Kind of like removing 2 cards from our deck. Kind of don't like our strikes. As weird as it sounds, even though this is going to be a very defensive early game. So vigilance gains 8. This. Oh, this was definitely a mistake. Okay. That's fine. Wish we could have done that the other way around, honestly. Alright. Not bad. We don't really have any big, like, attack moves currently. Deal 4 damage twice, so that's 8 damage. Deal 3 damage 3 times, enter Wrath. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. Seems pretty cool to me. I think here we actually just defend and strike. As weird as that sounds. That's just literally the safest play that we have. So, vigilance into shit, if we do this, we take more damage, huh? Guess it's still fine. Okay. strike, tantrum, this thing's done. Gain 5 mantra. When you obtain 10 mantra, enter Divinity. Divinity, upon entering the stance, gain 3 energy. Attacks deal triple damage. Wow. Exit this stance at the start of your turn? Start of your next turn? It's pretty insane. Windmill Strike, as it turns out, ends up being pretty bad. Overall, I think. Shuffle an insight into your draw pile. Feels like it spends a lot of time doing nothing. So... let's go to question mark. Guess I'll take the max HP, I guess. Obtaining a relic would be nice, but at that cost seems really bad. So, vigilance into tantrum into evaluate technically seems best here. I guess we don't technically have to vigilance at all if we don't want to. Tantrum evaluate. Like, this has the same effect, basically. So... taking 12 damage. 18 plus 18 isn't really enough. You can draw 2 cards. That sounds more like enough. Huh. So now that we have more attacks, do we want Swivel? I also feel like we have a lot of Wrath-based cards, so maybe Halt actually works here. Start each combat with 1 strength is great. I guess I want Vigilance here. And then to strike one of these. So let's Eruption. So allows us to Tantrum. And then we can strike. Then we can evaluate. Let's throw block in there too, just for the sake of it. Is 7 damage that we're taking. Let's use that insight. So we can use a halt. That's 12 block. Take no damage in our wrath form. Okay, easiest decision of my life. Do this, tantrum. Get rid of a bunch of dazed. So we don't quite get to 15 damage here. We could use our potion. Or we could just wait. I think we just wait. There's no real point in doing that. Like, what is 1 damage for us? Take the gold. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy unalives, gain energy and draw a card. Okay. I guess. It's not really great for bosses, but it's fine for everything else, I guess. Flex Potion, gain 5 strength at the end of your turn, lose 5 strength. Study at the end of the turn, at the end of your turn. Shuffle an insight into your draw pile. I think we like Empty Fist more. Let's go here. Alright. Pawn pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Retain, gain 12 block. Gain 7 block, exit your stance. Deal 5 damage to an enemy, random enemy, 5 times. That can be like 50 damage in the right hands. I think we like Empty Body more. Do we want Protect? Why not? So, Eruption for sure. Do we really want to evaluate? I think we just strike. We can empty body, protect. Let's take this. Tantrum. Then Empty Fist. Takes care of that. Bag of Marbles, add a card. Gain 3 strength, gain 3 dexterity, gain 1 less energy at the start of each turn. Can only be played if this is the only attack in your hand. Seems terrible. Cut Through Fate, I think, is the best deal here. Okay, cool. So nothing too bad. Nothing too terrible here, I guess. Do you want to take on another elite? Taking on a bunch of elites seems fun. Whenever you gain block this turn, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Whenever you enter Raft, draw 2 cards. Is Sands of Time worth it? I think Rushdown is fine. It's kind of a do-nothing card, but it does help us. Because we do enter Raph a lot, technically. I guess we Eruption. And then decide we don't want that, and then Vigilance. I think we rush down and then protect. Still forces us to take a lot of damage, but it's okay, I think. Tantrum. Get Empty Fist. Let's go ahead and gain block as well, just cause. I think Ragnarok just wins. Pen Nib is great for us. Expunger. Deal 9 damage X times. Shuffle an Expunger into your draw pile. Why does it have X to it, though? Oh, I see. Because it's however much energy you put into it. But then, okay. I guess Conjure Blade is fine. I'll take that. Especially since we have Omamori and we don't actually receive that curse. So we could do this. 14, 14. We could get Conjure Blade, though. For a lot of energy. I think we just do this. Honestly. He's already pretty much not alive anymore. Then we just Ragnarok. Wallop feels great for us. Apply 8 mark. Interesting. I guess we just protect here. Strike. We might as well strike again, I guess. If I do this, we do 10 damage. I could do this and we take... increases the attack damage by 1. Still not really enough. I think we actually just wallop. And then maybe rush down. Let's cut through fate. I'd love to have Ragnarok next turn. Defend, not so much. Never mind, I guess we're getting it right now. Because we draw 1. I forgot about that part. So I guess we conjure a blade instead. So let's Tantrum. Follow-up seems great. Flying Sleeves also isn't too bad, but I think that's better. So... Rest. Or we could Smith. We're down currently 25 health. Our next enemy is an Ooze. I don't feel like I'm really afraid of an Ooze. Ooh, we can make our Eruption cost 1. That's actually really good. Vigilance giving us 12 block is not as good. Upgrading from 9 to 12 damage is pretty okay. 6 damage to a random enemy 6 times. It's 36 damage. That's a lot of damage. Scry 3. Rush down costing 0. Okay. That's pretty okay. Follow up. That's pretty bad. So we either want probably Rush Down or I guess maybe Eruption, but I think I like Rush Down more. Costing 0? That's crazy. Tantrum is great. We can cut through fate. We don't need that. I don't know why I bothered with that, honestly. But we can Miracle. And then Conjure a Blade. Which feels pretty good. Could have been a better blade, but this is fine. Honestly, 40 damage. 12 damage 5 times. 8 damage 3 times. I think we just Ragnarok here. We could have actually given ourselves strength there, and I think that would have done even more damage. Let's give ourselves a Rush Down for free. I can deal 20 damage to you immediately. And then I guess we could just strike. Strike, evaluate. So far this seems pretty good. I think the last card we played was an attack, in fact. So you can do that. Gain energy, expunger. Two miracles to our hand. That sounds great. Scroll is probably best here. Probably Runic Pyramid, honestly. Worked well for us last time. Alright. Start here. So let's go ahead and strike, then follow up. Gain more energy. We can use our speed potion here. Then evaluate. Then defend. Well, we can eruption. Then halt to gain 9 block. Empty body back into our normal stance. There's no need to conjure blade here. Deal 12 damage to a random enemy 5 times. So let's think. 12. And then 12 times 4 is 48. This combat is over. This block is increased by 2 this combat. That doesn't really do much for us. Retain, retain, retain. The funny thing about it is that everything that we do retains at this point. I guess flying sleeves is fine. Honestly, flying sleeves is kind of trash. Start of each turn, add a smite to our hand, so we'd always have an attack. Flurry of blows sounds great. It's just a welcome addition. Stone calendar. Bag of Marbles. Bag of Marbles is pretty bad. And Vajra is pretty good. So maybe we get rid of Bag of Marbles. Triple the chance of finding rare cards from combat rewards. Holding the relic out towards him, Nulf snatches it out of your hand with his tentacles, dislocates his jaw, slips down your offer in one quick gulp. He gives you a large teethy grin as more tentacles appear from behind his cloak. He's once brandishing an impossibly neat-looking box. He pushes it towards you until you take it. Okay. So we are in a combat. Battleheim to start sounds great. So 10 or 17. I kind of like this idea. Where did we lose a lot of block? Hold on. What? Apparently I wasn't paying attention there. Okay. Have we not gotten any of our stances? What? Let's smite, then follow up. Smite again. Let's play this. Gain a bunch of energy. Vigilance, empty body, protect. Okay. Lesson learned is interesting. So I guess I'll take it. Going that way and this way do the same thing, but this is a lot safer. Okay. So I think we Battleheim, protect. Okay. Flurry of Blows, I'd love to get into my deck. I don't have any cards that really draw cards except for you. Should we Eruption first? Not bad. Flurry of Blows. Cut through Fate. Give ourselves Ragnarok, I guess, and then we can Miracle to make sure that you don't attack. Hit with a Strike, because we can. Ragnarok, 12 damage 5 times is 60 damage. Is there a better way of making that happen? I don't think so. So I guess we just do it. We could have used our strength potion, but I don't think that that's necessary. Fruit juice is interesting. Gain 5 max HP, like forever? Eruption costing 1 is great. Just upgrades it to 13 damage. That's not great for us. 6 damage is interesting, but I don't think it's that great. Innate already feels like it's innate anyway. Scroll costing 0. I guess I like Eruption costing 1. It's the most interesting thing to me here. So this could either go really good or really bad. Well, actually, I think it just goes good for us. Okay, rush down for free. Go ahead, gain 5 block. Throw a tantrum. kind of just want to get rid of this thing. Follow up for free. Feels good. We can flying sleeves here. You can also just get a weapon. Feels okay to me. I think if anything right now, we just need cards that give us draw. It's really what we want more than anything else. Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. Not bad. So flying sleeves, we've already seen the power of that. Crush joints, deal 10 damage if the last card played this combat was a skill. Apply to vulnerable. Okay. It's not really our forte, but it could be good. 10 damage is good in and of itself, honestly. So we got an elite combat boost, right? So we might as well go this way. Lose 3 HP, gain 2 strength. Transform 2 cards. I don't know if we want to transform 2 cards. Obtain a special relic. Start each combat with 3 strength. At the end of your first turn, lose 3 strength. So do we want to get one where we can use it all the time? Even though it interrupts our deck, or just this? I think we want this. Maybe I'm wrong here, but... Merchant's card removal service is now less 50 gold. Okay. It's not bad. So we can take this elite now or later. I guess we take it now. So 11 damage 5 times is 55 damage. Plus 10. Plus 20. 30. Sorry, hold on. Whoa. 10 is 20. 40. 55. Makes 95. It's not really enough, but... I guess I could have just done this, huh? Still not quite enough, actually. Wow. He just gets over it. Except that he takes 3 damage from us, you clod. Anyways. Blue candle. Unplayable curse cards can now be played. Whatever. Alright. Strength potion. Add a card. Put a miracle into your hand at the start of your next X+1 turns. At the start of your next turn, enter Wrath and draw 3 cards. I mean, we like drawing cards. One of 20 cards to add to our deck. Follow-up is pretty good. Cut Through Fate is also pretty good. Alright, what would we like to upgrade here? Maybe Scroll Crossing 0? Sounds fine. Starting with Ragnarok, huh? I guess it doesn't really matter if we do this now or later. So let's just leave it. I feel like we're not entering Wrath easily enough anymore. I thought our last one was an attack, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Let's block some of this. Let's go ahead and do that. 20 and block 20. Flurry of blows. Empty Fist does 20. Defend for 6. Feels like a lot of damage to be taking, but okay. Not terrible. Do this, lesson learned. Cool. Wheel kick. I mean, it helps us get through our deck faster. Do this, follow up. Wheel kick. Okay, I was hoping to find defense here. Still chaos. Okay, well that's 6 being blocked at least. Pen nib. Gain more block. Let's crush his joints. Flurry of blows for fun. And then just go ahead and smite. Deus Ex Machina. Kinda just want to skip. Maybe Deus Ex Machina is fine. It does exhaust after all, so maybe it's not so bad. Flying sleeves, then follow up. And I guess we can just vigilance here. Play Rush Down for free. Interesting. I guess we Simmering Fury here. I don't really see a point to us exiting our stance now, but we can do that. 12, 20. So, Crush Joints here. Let's take our Strength Potion. Wallop. Wheel Kick, probably. Our hand is actually too full. Strike. I guess we could Lessons Learned this guy for free. Only because it feels good. Tantrum. Miracle, Eruption. He's probably like, where's my automatons? Flurry of Blows, follow up. Strike. Empty Fist, probably. So this is to Flurry of Blows again. Evaluate. Take a little bit of damage, that's fine. Tantrum. Flurry of Blows. Tantrum again. Easy enough. Alright. So we could take another scroll. That's always good. I feel like Deus Ex Machina actually might just mess us up more than it helps us. During boss and elite combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. It's pretty good. Places pure water at the start of each combat. Add 3 miracles to your hand. Ooh, okay. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest at rest states. We don't need that. During boss and elite combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. I think this is what we want. Honestly, like, bosses and elites are what we struggle with the most and what we have the hardest time with. Okay. Looks like we're getting the donut this time. I think I'd kind of like to get things later in the run. So Deus Ex Machina. We got Flurry of Blows right away. We can follow up. Strike. Defend. We don't even need to play any of this. I'd love to enter Rage or Wrath mode. Wallop seems pretty good. I'd like to gain 1 more block, please. Probably gonna overdraw ourselves, that's okay. Let's get Rush down. Is there anything that we'd really like to do before playing Ragnarok? I don't think so. Let's wheel kick here. Cut through fate. This is fine. Bowling Bash is interesting here. I guess it's okay. I think I would like to scroll. Simmering Fury again. Let's do that. Play Wallop. Gain 13 block. Flurry of Blows. I think we just wait out the rest of this. Play Rush Down. Link Ball Bash isn't that interesting for us, but I guess we play it anyway. Follow up to gain more energy. I would have liked to play this. I don't think there's any way we make that happen, though. So I guess we just, like, strike Empty Fist. Okay. Let's go here. Lose all gold, obtain a relic. Nope. So we could fight these guys and obtain a rare relic. I think I would. I think I would. Simmering Fury seems fine. Then we can crush joints. Follow up. We are kind of taking a lot of damage here. Let's get 8. Play our skill potion. I kind of just want to check this out. Huh. Alright. Cool. We're still taking 15 damage here. At least. So... we get rushed down, that's fine. There's lots of stuff for us to do here on this turn, I think. So we can attack, attack. Cut through fate. I don't really think we need Eruption, honestly. $44, huh? Then Flurry of Blows. Play this to play Empty Body. To play Flurry of Blows. To play this to play Evaluate. block everything this turn. Play Ragnarok and win, basically. Whenever you play a power card, heal 2 HP. Okay. Halt is great for us. Crescendo. Tantrum. Follow up. Ragnarok. Flurry of Blows. Literally dealt with those guys in one turn. Okay. I don't really feel like we need any of this stuff. One of the things that I've noticed most is, like, there's no real point to adding cards to your hand if you already have something, unless you just want more of it, right? Otherwise, it just allows you to get, like, a variety of things. Upgrading Ragnarok could be good for us here. Changing it from 30 to 36 means changing it to 72 damage with Wrath and even more with Pen Nib. It's like doing over 140 something damage. Cut Through Fate would also be good. But we can also make Scrawl cost 0. Do we even need to fight an elite here? I guess we will. It's doing 18 damage. Does still take us a while to pop off. So hit with defend, crush joints. Don't play lesson learned yet. I think we played this. So we could just block 8 if we wanted. But I think that's a little bit more professional. Okay, taking 18 again. So Flurry of Blows would be okay. He has Intangible this turn, though. She's this. Well, takes us down to 1, huh? Guess we could just take this damage. Get ourselves a nice blade. I'm kind of for that, honestly. 45. Crescendo seems great. Flurry of blows. Strike. Wallop. We just finished here, actually. Yeah. Empty fists and lessons learned. Yeah, that should just do it. Oh, we could flurry of blows. No reason to do that, though. Upon pickup, choose an attack. Start each combat with this attack card in your hand. I can think of just the one. Either that or Ragnarok, I guess. I think I want this, though. Just seems to be the best thing. Best course of action. We don't have to heal, we can. Might as well rest up for the next elite, I guess. It's a missed chance to upgrade something, but it's whatever. 49 gold. Start each combat with 10 block. Sure. I actually think this just deals with most of the enemies. So we could do this. Play Miracle. Play Ragnarok. Play Follow Up. Play Flying Sleeves. Consecrate. Do we really want to add Collect to our deck? I guess so. Can fight another elite. Whenever you play a card, Giant Head receives 10% more damage from attacks this turn. Tantrum. Then I guess we could just scroll. Halt. Rush down. Flurry of blows because we can. Bowling bash. You don't need more block. Play the Empty Fist. Play Flurry of Blows again. Play Simmering Fury to go back into Wrath. Yep. Seems good enough for me. Our hand is too beefy. Play halt. I kind of am fond of Battleheim, honestly. Battleheim. We could have played... I guess we played Vigilance. That's better, right? Because then we can Flurry of Blows, and then go back into Crescendo. Then we can Flurry of Blows again. Follow up. To gain a lot of energy. Strike. Scrawl for no reason. Crush Joints to apply Vulnerable. Follow up and finish this enemy off for 120 damage. 1 second. Sorry. Not only did we lose by 1 HP, we also failed to unlock the next upgrade by 1 point. Exactly 1 point. How long? How long is the stream gonna go again? Let's see. My heart. What the heck? Okay. That was weird. So we've been going at it for 3 hours and 46 minutes. So it does seem like it is a good enough time for a break. Such a sad day. I feel like we could have done it if we just survived. I really do. Super sad. Well, if you enjoyed watching, we'd appreciate it if you stuck around. We do have a Discord, which is available at the link in my bio. And, of course, follow for more. And I hope that you have an excellent day. Oof.